Introduction. If you're a cat owner, you might have found yourself wondering, what's going on with my cat lately? If your usually calm, independent feline has suddenly started acting a little different, it could be a sign that she's in heat. Cats can be mysterious, and when they're in heat, they can sometimes exhibit behaviors that are completely out of character. Whether you're a first-time cat owner or a seasoned pro, understanding the signs of a cat in heat is essential. In this video, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about how to tell if your cat is in heat, what to do about it, and why it's important to understand this natural part of your cat's life cycle. What does in heat mean for a cat? Before we dive into the signs and symptoms, let's clarify exactly what being in heat means. The term heat refers to a female cat's fertile period when she's ready to mate. This is a natural part of her reproductive cycle and is also called estrus. When a cat is in heat, she is more likely to exhibit specific behaviors to attract male cats. This can last anywhere from a few days to a week and typically occurs several times a year. Heat cycles are more common in unspayed female cats, but understanding the signs is crucial for any cat owner, whether you plan to spay your cat or not. Behavioral changes. The key indicators: increased vocalization. One of the most noticeable signs that your cat is in heat is an increase in vocalization. You'll likely hear her meowing, yowling, or howling much more than usual. These sounds are designed to attract male cats. Cats in heat can make loud, drawn-out calls that sound different from their normal meows. These vocalizations can seem persistent and even somewhat desperate, and she may start calling out in the middle of the night, keeping you and your neighbors awake. More affectionate than usual. During her heat cycle, your cat might suddenly become much more affectionate. She may rub up against you, your furniture, or any object she can find, marking her territory with her scent. If you've noticed your cat becoming unusually clingy or persistent in wanting attention, it could be a sign that she's in heat. While cats are generally independent, a female cat in heat will seek more physical contact to communicate her readiness for mating. Assumed mating position. One of the most classic signs of a cat in heat is when she assumes what's called the mating or lordosis position. In this position, your cat will arch her back, raise her hindquarters, and lower her front, while often kneading with her front paws. This behavior is a clear signal to male cats that she's ready to mate. If you notice your cat presenting her rear to you or other objects, it's an obvious sign that she's experiencing estrus. Increased restlessness. Cats in heat tend to become more agitated and restless. You may notice her pacing around the house, trying to find a mate. She might spend more time at windows or doors, trying to get outside to attract male cats. If she's indoors, you might even see her sniffing around in an unusual way, as she is instinctively looking for a mate or marking her territory with her scent. Urine marking. During her heat cycle, your cat may start marking her territory more frequently by spraying urine. This behavior is a way for her to leave behind her scent and let male cats know she's available for mating. While all cats can spray, it's much more common in cats that are in heat. If your cat has never sprayed before, and you start noticing this behavior, it could be a sign that she's in estrus. It's a good idea to keep your cat indoors during this time to prevent her from attracting male cats or even getting pregnant. Changes in appetite. Some cats in heat may exhibit changes in their eating habits. While not always the case, some cats in heat may eat less, while others may eat more, possibly because of the hormonal changes in their bodies. If your cat's eating habits have changed suddenly, it's a good idea to keep track of her behavior and see if the change in appetite coincides with any of the other signs of heat. Excessive grooming. Cats in heat tend to groom themselves more frequently. This is partly due to their hormonal changes and partly because they are preparing themselves for mating. If your cat suddenly starts spending an excessive amount of time licking or grooming her genital area, this could indicate she's in heat. It's important to note that this behavior may also be a sign of other health issues. So if it seems out of the ordinary or is excessive, it's a good idea to consult with a vet. A change in behavior around male cats. If you have other cats in the household, or if your cat has access to the outdoors, you may notice her acting differently around male cats. Female cats in heat can become more vocal, animated, and flirtatious, often signaling to male cats that they are available to mate. You might also notice an increased attraction to the scent of male cats, even if they're a good distance away. Duration of the heat cycle. The duration of a cat's heat cycle can vary, but on average, it lasts about 4 to 7 days. However, if your cat does not mate during this period, she may go back into heat within a few weeks. Female cats typically go into heat every 2 to 3 weeks during the breeding season, which is most commonly in the spring and fall, though cats can go into heat at any time of year. During her heat cycle, your cat's behavior can be intense, but it's important to remember that this is all part of her natural reproductive process. It can be frustrating for both you and your cat, but it's important to be patient and understanding of her needs. What to do if your cat is in heat? If your cat is in heat, there are a few things you can do to help manage her behavior and keep her and you comfortable. Keep her indoors. To prevent her from attracting male cats and potentially becoming pregnant, it's essential to keep your cat indoors while she's in heat. Male cats can be persistent, and if your cat is allowed outside, there's a high risk of her mating with them. Keeping her indoors will also help avoid territorial spraying in the neighborhood. Provide distraction. Cats in heat can be restless and agitated, so providing plenty of stimulation and activities for your cat can help calm her down. Offer new toys, create new climbing structures, or even play with her more than usual. The idea is to redirect her energy away from the need to find a mate. Stay calm and patient. If your cat's behavior becomes overwhelming, it's important to stay calm. Avoid scolding or punishing her for actions like yowling or marking, as these behaviors are natural during estrus. Instead, try to offer her comfort, a peaceful environment, and extra attention. Consider spaying. The most effective long-term solution to preventing your cat from going into heat is spaying. Spaying not only stops her from going into heat, but it also prevents unwanted pregnancies and reduces the risk of certain health problems, such as uterine infections or ovarian cancer. If you're not planning on breeding your cat, spaying is the best option for her health and well-being. Why understanding the heat cycle is important. Understanding your cat's heat cycle is crucial for a number of reasons. Not only will it help you manage her behavior during this time, but it will also allow you to make informed decisions about her reproductive health. Spaying your cat can improve her quality of life, reduce the risk of certain health problems, and even prevent some unwanted behavioral issues. Plus, it's an important step in helping control the cat population, as overpopulation can lead to many cats being abandoned or in shelters. Conclusion: cats in heat can be a challenge to deal with, but understanding the signs and behaviors can make it much easier to handle. By recognizing the key indicators, like increased vocalization, affectionate behavior, and the classic mating position, you'll know exactly what's going on with your cat. Remember to be patient with her during this time, and to consider spaying if you want to prevent future heat cycles. With this knowledge, you'll be able to better care for your feline friend and ensure that she stays happy, healthy, and comfortable. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more helpful tips on caring for your cats. Thanks to watch this video. Please subscribe my channel for more interesting videos.